Hello, I'm Suraj here. In this video, we are going to talk about a Power Virtual Agent, which is useful for creating a chatbot for our application. So in this video, we are going to cover several topics like how we can create a chatbot for our application, how we can import the Excel data into that chatbot, how we can embed our chatbot in our application by using a Power BI. So that is most important topic. So let's begin with this video. So here's a home screen of Power Apps. On the left hand side, you can see here's the option of chatbots. You can create a new chatbot by using this create option or a list. You can select any chatbot which you have previously made, but I'm creating a new chatbot. Okay, so click on that basic conversational bot. So it will create a defined topics. Okay, we will see that. So first, you need to provide a name for that chatbot. I'm saying that support as a name of the chatbot. Select a name as English. Okay, create. Fine. So explore the bot. Okay. On the left hand side, select these topics. Okay, so these are the topics that predefined by Power Virtual Agent. So it's like these greetings, escalate, end of the conversation. So these are the predefined topics available there, which are created by Power Virtual Agent. On the left hand side, there is a dashboard. You can simultaneously, while creating your flow, you can review that if the chatbot is working in a proper manner. So when we say hi, we are going to test one review that it is working or not. Okay, so when we say hi as a trigger phrase, so we will get that the message of chatbot. So from where it is coming from, you may in your mind question will arise like when we select this, so you will get that these messages are coming from the greeting topic. So it is how you can create a flow for your chatbot. So these are the predefined topics. If you want to means set status as no, you will click on that like this. So it this topic will get off terminated. Okay, so you can do so that. Fine. So now we are going to create one new topic like service. Fine. And these are the trigger phrases. So what are they? What are they? So these are the trigger phrases which we can create. We can imagine that on the assumption we can provide triggers there, like think about customers point of view, that how he start the conversation. Maybe he say hello, welcome, good morning, good afternoon. All the phases are called trigger phases basically. So when we say hi, so what will be our next message we have to pass as a chatbot? Okay, so these are the trigger phases we can pass here. Welcome, anything. So so these are the trigger phrases which we made, and we add one more also, help. Fine. So now we are going to create a canvas, authorizing canvas for this. May just as a flow basically. So so these are the phases which we created previously. So I need to create ask a question process here. Okay, so and we are going to first verify the user. if he exists in the application or not. Enter email ID. Okay, so we can select user's response in a variable where email as a variable we are creating that. Okay, so after that we are going to ask a question to the user, like how may I help you. Fine. And in the multiple choice we can pass options there, like track, order, and a new option is send a query to support team. Fine. So it will automatically create two conditions for that, for tracking the order and send a query to the support team. So in this we need to use a flow for that, power automate flow. So now we can select a call and action process there. So from which you can select various flow which are available in a power automate. So I'm using that. mm, okay, now we are going to create one new flow for that. Fine. So in that, add an action. Before that we need to pass a input there, like same as we passed before, this variable name. Okay, var email. So we are going to pass that var email as it is, as a input. Okay, so after that we are now going to uh, add one trigger there, initialize variable. Fine, we are initializing one variable and provide one name for that. So basically what we are doing in that, we are going to access all the details, all the data of which are available in our OneDrive Excel. So when we see that in order items there are several records available there. So I'm going to fetch all the details into our chatbot. So that's why we are creating this flow. So in the name, provide a name for your variable, like details. Right? In the type you select a string, and for value, so this is the format from which you can uh, create a table for these fields. So we will see it later on in the power in the chatbot. First we will create this and we look in this format later on. So now we are going to add one more action. So now we are accessing the Excel sheet. Fine. Okay, select this and select the list row present in the table. Okay, so in that file, select a path of this Excel which are present uh, in our OneDrive. Okay, so in the folder, select the same Excel file name as order items. Fine, and table name, ordered items. So so you have to pass one condition in that as a filter. So when we are passing email, so only that details will get fetched from our Excel which are equals to that email. So like when we say user id, user id is nothing but a column name in that So this user ID is nothing but the column name which is present in our table. When we see that here is a user ID column there, so we need to pass the name of the column as it is, which is a case sensitive. So now we are going to provide a equal, and in double quotes we are going to pass this variable name as a var email, which we are selecting as a dynamic value. Fine. So what it will do that find the input which are present in our table. If found, so all the data of that email will get fetched into our chatbot. So that's why we are going to filter that query. So first we will create this, and after that I will tell you that how it is going to be work in chatbot. So first we will create this. So now we are further creating one more action as apply to each. Fine. And inside that we are going to import that all data into our apply to each. Okay, we need to provide a dynamic value there. All the data fetched into this action will be passed here, and which will run into the loop. Fine. So now we are going to append the string variable. Okay, inside that select a variable name which we already initialized before. Fine. And inside that provide a value. So we need a dynamic value here, like these are the columns which are present in our table. So we need to select which fields we need to display into our chatbot. So we need to say that uh, show me the model according to this data. Okay, so all the data, all the columns which you need to show and display into a chatbot, you can provide it provide there. So first one is model, and another one is a date. Okay, this is the date, and another one is status. So select the status in that. Okay, where is the status? Okay, order status. Fine. So when we see that, so first one, it will give that a model name. These are the model names. Okay, and after that create a date, this, and after that a status, order status of that item. Okay, it will display there into our chatbot. So after that we are going to return that value which are going to fetch in that whole process. So we need to make a response variable. Okay, and select a variable name details. Sorry, here is the mistake of the variable name. Okay, now it's fine. So we need to provide there. Okay, we need to provide a dynamic variable actually. So fine. So now we are going to save this, and into chatbot flow we need to call that flow. Okay, one more thing is remaining, and it is saving right now. Okay, so we need to provide a name for this flow. So when we say details. Okay, save that. Okay, now we call the same flow into our chatbot flow. It's taking a long time. Wait. Okay, so you will get the details flow there. So add this and select the input as a var email which we were passed before here. Sorry, not here. Here, var email. So we are going to pass a email as an input, and in a response it will get all the data into our chatbot in our response. Okay, so after that we need to means show that details into our chatbot. So we are going to make a response variable that which will show all the details. Okay, so when we save that, we will get to know how it is going to work. Okay. So on simultaneously we can check our chatbot is working or not, or if any mistakes are there, we can rectify according to it. So here is the option of test bot. So when we say help as a trigger, so it will ask that tell me your email ID. When we say gmail.com, okay, it will fetch all the details. Okay, first it will ask how may I help you, as I passed a question there. So when we say track order, okay, do you understood that what we are passed means all the details of that Suraj Bole 96 at the rate gmail.com, which we passed as email, will search for the details of that user and pass into our chatbot accordingly. So this is how you can try you can use Excel in your chatbot flow. So have you noticed that these details which are provided by Power Automate is not in a proper format? So you need to pass a proper format in your Power Automate, so you will get the details like this. So I also rectified this. So like this, you need to pass details there, like pipeline, then space, then column name, and then space, then pipeline. So according to this you need to pass, and in the next line again pipeline, then space, then column, then dash dash dash, and again space, then pipeline. So according to that you need to pass a proper sequence of each and everything uh, symbols. So after again in the apply to each and append to string variable, you need to enter and again space, then column, dynamic column name, and space, then pipeline. So this is how you need to provide a proper format for a table into a will get into that chatbot. Okay, so after that so all the details of that specified email will get here. So this is how you can import the Excel into your chatbot. So now we are creating a flow for a different condition, which is send a query to a support team. So for that you need to pass an email ID, and on that email ID we need to pass a query. So we require a flow for that, Power Automate flow basically. So first we need to ask a query to the customer that tell me your query. So I'm going to ask that. So in a question, tell us your query. Okay. So in that you need to identify that user's whole response into variable query. Okay. So it will get the response in our variable, and after that we need to call an action. We need to create a flow for that. Okay, so in the input you need to pass a email id, var email basically, which we already created in our Power Automate here. So again, one more input as an issue. So for that we need to provide a proper name for it. Issue. So var query. So you need to pass a var query variable into it. Fine. So we need to add an action to send a query to the support team via email. So we are getting a email action there. So to whom we need to pass a query. So select a administrator email ID or a support team email ID. So I'm using this email ID as a support team. Fine. And after that, subject, you can simply say that issue of which user. So we can use this variable, dynamic variable in our subject. So inside the body, again, issue of this person, and the issue is a dynamic value issue. So after that we need to pass a response, okay, as response 1, and provide a variable name, and pass a response to this chatbot that issue sent to support team. Our team will shortly solve your query. Thank you. So this is the message from the chatbot. Okay. So say this. So for that, you need to provide a title for this flow. Send query. Save this. Okay. Now we are moving on to our flow. So now we are calling the created action here. which is send query. Select select a variable name which we have passed into our input. So first one is var email, so we need to pass an email there, which is var email, and second one is query. When you see into our Power Automate, which is query. So two inputs are required. Inputs are required. So after that, provide a message as an output, which we already created in our flow, which is the response, and the response is this. So just we need to pass the response one there, and we will get the response. When we check that is it working or not, so for that we need to save it first. Fine. So when we say help, enter your email ID, send send a query to support team. Tell us your query. My product is broken. Okay, and we can say that order ID is this. Okay, so we are going to say I have an issue of I received a product which is already broken, so this is the order ID, please assist me with that. So when we say that, so it will show the message that your issue sent to the support team. Our team will shortly solve your query, as it is which we passed into our response. Okay, so when we see that is that mail is that message issue is sent to the admin, so I provided name of that email ID of that admin is this. So in that I received a mail, and as it is I received issue for that product. Okay, so like this how you can use a email automate also. Okay, so after creating flow for both the conditions, we need a closure for both the flows. So we can select go to another topic option. Also we can select end the conversation also. So I'm going to end the conversation with the survey. So I'm going to add to navigate this to the end conversion. So fine, like this. So when we save that and test it, it will end the conversation accordingly. It's like this. I'm passing any query. Okay, this is how you can end the conversation. Did that answer your question? When we say yes, so it will give a rating option there. Okay, thanks for your feedback. Can I help you with anything else? No, thanks. Thanks for chatting. Bye. So how you can, this is how you can create your chatbot. So so after that we need to add add this chatbot into our canvas application. So for that, now we are going to move on to our Power BI. So this is the Power BI home screen. On the left hand side you can see a workspace is there. Click on that, and on a my workspace, create a new dashboard. Fine. So you need to provide a name for that as support. Create it. So now we are inside the support dashboard. Before that, we need to publish this version of chatbot. So here on the left hand side, you can publish. Okay, now publish your chatbot. Okay, your latest content has been published. So now go on to the manage and click on that channels on a custom website and copy this tag, iframe tag. Okay, copy that, go to your means Power BI, add the tile. Fine. So inside the web content, next display the name like customer service. Fine. And the subtitle, not it is not a mandatory field. So we need to pass the embed code iframe tag here. Fine. So it will get chat inside our tile. Okay. So now we are going to apply this. No, we don't require. Okay. So here you can check your bot also, like help. It will as similar as in as test bot will get provided here. Okay. So now we are going to import this tile into our Power Canvas app. For that, now move on to your Power app and create a new Canvas application into a tablet layout. Fine. And inside this screen, insert one control as a Power BI, which are inside charts. So add that, and now you need to select a workspace where you created your this style in a my workspace. So select that, and a dashboard name as support, which is here. Okay, and a tile name as a customer service. Okay. So you need to provide the details according to that. Okay, so all the tile from the Power BI will fetched here, and you can use this Power virtual agent chatbot into your Canvas application. So you can say help. So it will ask same questions which we created in our flow into our chatbot, and we can provide email ID there. Yes, track orders. Yes, it will give all the details of that product which we previously ordered. Okay, so this is how you can use a chatbot into your a Canvas application. It is as simple as that. There are several methods of adding the chatbot into our Canvas application, but this one is a easy way that you can embed your chatbot into your Canvas application. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you. Goodbye.